So guys, this video is about something that it always made me think why this happens so easily like in your country. Here it just doesn't work like that. Like if you try to denounce someone so then they got swatted, like it just doesn't exist here. Like no one just will take that serious like this, you know? It doesn't work simple like that. Like I don't understand why people that should be already known for like that were already targeted many times for swatting, like they are clearly content creators and that clearly because of haters and this bullshit, why they don't enter in a list so that doesn't happen again. Like it's so much stupid. I don't understand this. But yeah, this video is about it. It looks like Text 1 was swatted, and this is what we're gonna watch and talk about. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's watch this.
You can talk about it. Pretty crazy thumbnail and pretty crazy title. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of story time about what's been going on in my life and what happened yesterday. I got swatted, but it was my first time, by the way. But I want to give you a little bit of lead up to what's been going on, and I'm just gonna be completely transparent with you guys.
This
I'm a
might
very
be so
paranoid
horrible.
individual. I have many, and I real quick, my mod's showing context.
Yeah, I think I'm very paranoid as well.
This is a real image. This was taken from last night. But yeah, I was, in fact, swatted last night. So to give you guys a little bit of context, I'm a very paranoid man. And it's often hard at times to understand, is my paranoia valid or is it not? Some people call it hypervigilance. Some people call it paranoia. I have lived a life where I've always felt like there were people trying to kill me. I am also schizophrenic. So
well, okay. I'm very paranoid with a lot of stuff, but I'm not on that level that I always think like someone wants to kill me. Like, of course, I live in a very violent country, but I don't feel that anyone is particularly targeting me for any reason, you know, any particular reason, you know.
Lore. I was diagnosed in freshman year of college back in 2012, but I'd always been seeing things since I was young. However, I will say this, I pretty much don't see anything, don't hear anything anymore. Maybe like once a month. I don't know how, but I just feel like I've got it under control, and even when I do see things, it doesn't really affect me. I have been going into more serious content lately, more controversial content lately, because I've been given this opportunity to do so. And it's been a lot of fun because I actually get to think about things and expand my knowledge about the world and try to expand my worldview and try to talk about issues that I think matter and can maybe enlighten people to having perspectives that would benefit the world and their lives a little bit more. But things have been getting a little bit weird. I've been betrayed by a lot of people who I greatly cared about. I've been betrayed by people who I've been taking very well care of before, and it's happened once, it'll happen 1,000 times, and it'll continue to happen for the rest of my life, because the world is a very cruel place. At least that's how I feel these days. I
think everyone almost feels the same nowadays about it.
Installed around my home. I can see every inch of perimeter that's around my house. There's not a single blind spot, and I own many guns. But things started to get weird a couple of weeks ago because there was this one car that kept on pulling up in front of my house. The person in the car I didn't recognize. And then they'd leave. Same person would pull up and then they'd leave.
Maybe it's kind of soon for me to tell, but if you saw that and if you really think that it's probably the case, even though you think you have all these problems, you are probably right. I mean, you're very well known, like you're doing this like for years. You probably got yourself a lot of enemies, you know? So I wouldn't really doubt anything like that for real. Like really, really. And just on YouTube, you already have like 1.1 million subscribers. So yeah, it's not like it's just your paranoia. Like it's actually really something very possible to happen with you, you know?
And shit's like that's like the shit that fucks with me. Because I'm like, who is that guy? Why do they keep on parking in front of my house? And why do they keep on leaving? Like, are they DoorDash? Are they this or that? And then I'd review the security cameras. I'd watch them sit there for an hour and 45 minutes, just sitting in front of my house, not doing anything, just sitting there. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll keep tabs of that. Strange. But the other night, this was maybe like 3-4 days ago, I'm streaming. It's 11:30 in the morning. And my internet goes out. And I'm confused. I restart the router.
Oh, what
and
the
I don't know what's going
fuck?
on.
I
And then
mean, here
you
it's
know,
common you lose
call 'em. They
internet,
say there's
but
an
there?
internet outage in your area. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, when's it done? Okay, sure. All right, I'll wait. Then I walk outside and I see my cables from underneath the ground have been pulled up and slashed.
What the fuck?
Someone slashed my fucking internet cables. And I couldn't check to see who it
Looks
was.
like a movie, a horror movie.
14 hours later, I reviewed the security footage, and it was actually just my old Asian neighbor. And he was gardening. But it freaked me the hell out. It did. It did freak me the hell out, because I was like, damn, who the fuck did that? Right? Why, though? Because they were gardening. They were, like, getting weeds.
Yeah, that would freak
and they
anyone
slashed my
out.
internet cable. But anyways, that takes us for...
Here, usually, like, I very often lose energy and internet. And I think it's just because, like, all the electricity installations on the poles, you know, are very old. They don't invest on that because they don't have, like, we just have, like, one company selling us electricity. It's a monopoly, so they don't care about anything because we only have them to buy energy from, you know. So they just give us a poor service while make us pay a lot for that. And about the internet, it's like we have like a lot of very small companies that are usually not made by not administrated by pure human beings, let's just say like that. I hope you guys you gonna understand, gonna get the hint. But these people that wrote this small corpus of internet here, they are not they're more saint kind of person, and they are always fighting each other for the control of the area, and they often like take off cables of their enemies, you know. So we are often losing internet service because there's stupid shit fight, and there's also stupid people that jump on poles to try to rob metal inside of some of those on those lines, and they cut this stuff, and we are always losing internet and sometimes even electricity because these dumb fucks that once you gain money like robbery from poles, these cables, you know.
Forward to last night, and you know, the things on the internet that I've experienced are, there are people who have come to my house. There are people who have said, if you play this game, I'm going to kill you. If you talk about this topic, I'm going to kill you. There have been people who have, you know, approached me in real life.
And
They've
yeah,
called me
we
a
can
white
imagine
devil,
that.
You know, called me other slurs.
I think I didn't had even. I think I didn't had even 1K subscribers yet, and I was already receiving death threats like with less than like 1K subscribers. I mean, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So imagine like having like so much audience like that. I bet you receive like daily death threats, like death threats like all the time. Like, wow.
For white people, not
Deal with that. It might be very
they've
harsh,
come at
really.
me, called me a raging faggot.
I mean, this is the only like at least that I can tell. It's the only like advantage of being a Brazilian, you know. You just don't care. You don't give like I give zero. I swear to God, I give 0% like a fuck to death threats, like because we live like in danger. Like 24 is less 7 here, like so we don't give a shit about death threats, you know.
Coordinated people to harass me via Discord and found me in real life to do this shit. Thankfully now I'm strapped, so I don't care. But I used to not be. But you know, I've received a lot of harassment in my life, and yesterday was a new chapter. And I know I'm taking it kind of lightly, and I know it's very serious. But you got to understand, at this point, I've seen it all. I've been through it all. And I'm kind of making this video because even though I'm taking this very well, I want to explain the danger to this and why I think it's happening. So last night, I ordered some food. I ordered one of my favorite restaurants in Austin, Texas. It's called Honest Mary's. It's delicious. Very healthy, very clean food. They deliver. They leave me my little chicken, sweet potato, and my sweet onions, and I get that from me and Sophia.
I ate
And,
a delicious
they leave.
pizza yesterday. It
"Thank
was
you."
amazing.
About
I love
30 seconds
pizza. It's
later,
my top one food.
I hear a loud knocking on the door, and I'm like, "Damn, bro, relax. Like, what? Did you forget to give me my
Long
drink or
time I
something?
didn't
Give me a
eat
fucking
it.
heart attack." I hate when people knock on my door. I fucking hate it. I've gone off on many door-to-door salesmen saying, "Brother, leave me the fuck alone." Like, dude, is this an unskippable ad? Like, why are you showing up to my fucking house? Can I get YouTube Premium to skip these fucking ads? Anyways, loud ass knocking. I go to open the door, and as I'm opening this door, I can't remember how many fucking police officers it was, but a large amount of police officers come into my home, and they take me out of my home. I immediately put my hands up, and I say, "Hey, officers, this is a streamer house. I think I'm getting pranked. Please do not hurt my cats. Please do not hurt my dog." Because obviously I have 3 cats that I love very much, Banjo, Eggy, and Simba. And I have a dog, Mango. And in case you don't know, in swatting, when you get swatted, if an animal interferes with a police investigation of your home, they can kill them. If it interferes,
What
if it
the
causes
actual
them any
fuck?
inconvenience, they will kill them with the suspicion that it could potentially save a life by killing your animals. And the more and more I'm talking about this, I guess the more and more the reality of the situation is kicking in, where I realized that last night I could have lost the lives of my pets from doing nothing. They pull me out, they go inside, they interrogate Sophia, they go upstairs, they check all the rooms, they go downstairs, they check all the rooms. Ironically, besides Jenazad's room, they don't go into Jenazad's room, they don't go into the attic, but they check every single room. They interrogate Sophia, they interrogate Anna. They ask them, I hear them from outside, has he ever done anything wrong to you? Has he done this? Has he done that? Has he touched you? Has he done this shit? Is he raping you? Like, has he done anything to you sexually that you don't want? And they come back outside, and I think it's like 3, maybe 4 officers pull me out to the front of my porch, and they say, "So, have you had any type of altercation, or have you ever yelled, or have you argued, or have you ever hurt any of these women inside your home?" And I say, and by the way, the entire time, my hands are up. The entire time. I do not put my hands down, because I'm just trying to cooperate here. I'm just cooperating. The officer says, mid-sentence, like, "Hey man, you can put your hands down, it's okay. I can see that you're trying to work with us." And I say, "Thank you. Like, anything you want to know, please, like, just ask me. I'm here to help you guys." And I said, "No. I mean, I guess Jenazad got upset at my dog last night. He yelled at my dog." And I said, "Well, then that's like the only thing I can even remember of anybody raising their voice. Like, Mango was trying to eat his pizza and he got angry." And they said, "Okay, well, that's not it." And I said, is there like a reason why you guys are here in my house?" And they told me that they got a report that I was raping women in my house, and that I had 8 hostages
What the
in my home.
fuck?
And I asked, "Well, who said that?" I said, "Well, who said that?" And they said, "Well, we can't tell you that." And then I started listing names of the people who I
Oh,
think
hell no,
would
man.
have done that. I'm not going to say who those are. I invite them inside. I talked to them for a little bit. They apologize with the whole ordeal. They mark my house down as a streamer house, to where the police will be more cognizant, and my house will never be swatted ever again, as well as my future house that I'm moving
Oh,
to
finally.
has
Very good
already
to know
been
that this
whitelisted
is
and will
his.
never be swatted, which is great. So I'm safe from this from now on. We talk about how horrible it is that people do this to streamers. Any potential people who I think might be harassing me, I give them some names. From schizos to streamers, I name them all, just to kind of like set off a warning flag in case they hear one of those names calling about me, because I think I know who did this. And I actually don't think it's a chatter. I don't think it's a schizo. I actually think it's a streamer. I think it's a content creator. Yeah, and it's not Miz. If it was Miz, I would just say Miz. It's not Miz. I think I know who it is, because I think there is someone in this town who wants me to kill myself. I genuinely do. No, I don't think it's Hassan either.
What the
I think it's,
fuck? Yeah, I think everyone
feel
would
like it's
think
pretty
about
obvious
them
who I
at
think it is,
first,
guys.
like,
The person who
oh,
really
look at
doesn't want me to
what
talk
the
about
chat
it.
is saying.
I feel like it's incredibly obvious
Of course,
And
it's
I
the
do
first
think
thing
this person
one
is trying to
first
stress me out
person that
mentally
we
enough
think
to
is
where
him.
I kill myself. I do. Because they know what I am going to say. They know the widespread coverage is going to happen. And the narrative of me is going to shift so drastically. Because when I'm allowed to tell the story that I'm going to tell you guys, with proof, by the way, with receipts of everything that I'm saying, including legal court documents, when I'm allowed to tell you guys the story that I'm allowed to tell you guys, it is going to change everything. It is. And I think it's very scary, and maybe this is my paranoia getting me. It could have just been a random schizo or chatter. And if it is, that's even more pathetic because me being outspoken of my opinions makes you want to come to my house and try to get me killed. My pets, my animals, my girlfriend, my close friends. You want to get us hurt? You want to get us killed because I'm outspoken about gacha games? Because I'm a little bit more conservative with my viewpoint on life? Because I've called your streamers what they are?
That's so fucked
Horrible
terrible,
pieces
man.
of shit? You want to try to kill me? This is insane. You are pathetic.
Yeah, we just have to realize that, I mean, we all know that, but at this moment we deep feel inside like our flesh how the world has become so insane, you know, like, it's really insane. I know we say this a lot, but it's different. It's like when I see some stuff happening here, oh God, I don't even want to start talking about the recent stuff that I'm seeing since like the 3 or 4 days ago. And I'm just saying that the recent ones that happened since 3 or 4 days ago up until now, like a lot of stuff happening. A lot of bad, real bad stuff is happening daily in my country. You guys have no fucking idea. But yeah, let's continue watching.
And to be honest, all you've done is make me stronger. All you've done was give me a hit tweet. All you've done is give me a clickbait stream title. All you've done is give me a banger YouTube video that's going to be a 1 of 10. And now all you've done is make it to where these people who are conspiring to try to hurt me over me merely telling the truth online, it makes your side look insane. You've added another chapter to my storybook that I get to tell one day as a cautionary tale of do not get involved in the streamer world because my God, chatters and streamers alike are retarded. You're going to try to kill me by getting the police called on me. You're going to try to get my animals hurt. Well, unfortunately for you, once again, I am still alive. Unfortunately for you, I thought it was funny. To be fair, I was spooked for like 10 seconds.
Of
But
course,
then
who
after that,
wouldn't?
I was just kind of just talking to police officers about Donut Operator and how stupid motherfuckers are that actually do this shit. So to be honest, good job. You tried. You did nothing. Everybody's cool. What's funny is Sophia and Anna didn't even care. And Genizad just stayed in his room and kept sleeping. Then came out 30 minutes later and was like, hey, I heard the police out here, but I didn't want to make it more confusing, so I just stayed in my room. Mango got pet by every police officer, and everybody loved Eggy. Nobody pet Simba, unfortunately. So, you tried once again, but like, I mean, this shit's getting fucking pathetic, man. Just understand.
Oh, good to know that
what's
everything ended up
happening
well.
is going to happen, and I hate to disappoint you even further, but because I'm such a paranoid man, that even if I die, even if I get killed, even if I commit suicide, I would never commit suicide, by the way. I already have people who are going to share my story in the case of me dying.
Just in case, guys, me neither, okay? If I somehow disappear, don't trust if someone says that.
The world will know what you have done. And nothing is going to prevent that. It will happen, the world will hear it, and it's only a matter of time. And by the way, to all of you people in Austin, I cannot wait for you to understand how much you enabled a horrible, horrible fucking human being. Thanks for watching.
Before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons, that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my 5-tail fox tier member, Zalost, and my 3-tail fox tier members, Heath Rowell, Fenny Sylvy, and Radmuiel, for the incredible support to my work. Thank you very, very much. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to everyone who donated to me through Tron and to all of my YouTube members. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon, link is in the description below. Oh my god. Well, that was quite the thing. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check the links below, Patreon, Squad, Skillfull Friends, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.